Hello everyone and welcome to the fourth girl chat video. Today we're gonna be talking about friends, and this was like heavily inspired by myself. The last vlog I posted like a month ago or so, I talked a little bit about my friends and anxiety that I've been feeling, and so I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and make a girl chat about friends. And if you're interested, then you can go ahead and watch that vlog if you haven't already. But yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about my history with friends. I wanted to talk about red flags in friendships, and also how to make friends as an adult, because it is a lot different than I feel like ways that we've been used to making friends when we were younger. So kind of wanted to talk about that, share my point of view on stuff like that. The sun right now is like right on my face, and I put sunscreen on, so hopefully I don't get burnt. But let's go ahead and talk about friends. So my history with friends. All right, so I've had a very like up and down roller coaster with friends throughout my life. Honestly, starting from high school. My high school, it started actually from K through 12, but I joined that school when I was in 8th grade. So honestly, like I thought in 8th grade it would be so hard being the new kid in school to make friends, but surprisingly everyone was so nice at my school. Everyone would talk to me. I felt so like insecure, but like even the most popular people would be so friendly, and I was like very grateful for that. So honestly, in 8th grade I made my solid group of friends, and because it was a K through 12, like we were in high school together. It was weird though, because in 9th grade I think it was pretty fine, but starting in 10th grade my friends started to like exclude me a little bit. A lot of it. I remember it starting kind of slowly, I guess. Like they started to make a whole group chat, and I was like very excluded from it, and they would make plans without me, and it would be like so, like it was so hurtful, like to the point where like they would literally be talking about things they talked about in the group chat and be talking about plans coming up in front of me in lunch, and I felt like so left out. And I remember too, like one time they were talking about this group chat, and I was like, hey guys, like what group chat are you talking about? And it was just silence. And in that moment I knew like I don't have friends. One time I was on Instagram and I saw they went to Halloween Horror Nights, which is something that Universal puts on in Orlando, and I wouldn't have gone anyways because I'm too scared, but like it still would have been nice to be invited. And I remember being so sad, and I cried to my mom, and I was telling her how they have this group chat without me, and they are going places without me, and like I just wanted to feel included, but like they really knew how to make a girl feel alone. To this day I still feel very triggered if someone tries to like make me feel invisible, or like try to like exclude me from things. That's like something that to this day, like if I feel that way, I get very like triggered about it, and I don't think it'll ever go away. So thanks guys. One thing I will say is that there's one girl, she wasn't of the group of people that was excluding people, but I remember one time I was talking and we were in lunch, and I just like I could feel nobody was listening to me, and I was trying to tell a story, and I just stopped talking. And a lot of times that's how I would just do, like I would talk, and when I realized no one was listening I would just stop. And this one time, I want to say her name, but like I don't want to call her out, but like she was like, I was talking, and this is so small, but then I just stopped and I just kept eating my lunch, and then she was like, hey Amina, what were you talking about? What were you gonna say? Like keep going. And I was like, you heard me? Like you heard what I was saying? You knew, you recognized I was actually talking? And then like that, literally, this happened so long ago, but like it's still to this day when I think about it makes my day, because she was just like so sweet. And like that's the bare minimum, and I know I'm hyping her up for the bare minimum, but like that's just how alone I felt in that friend group. Like the way that they would purposely try to exclude people, and it started with me, it didn't end with me. Eventually even that girl I'm talking about got excluded based on my observation. But it was funny because the school I'm talking about, I went to a private school. It was a very predominantly white school. They would always put us on the cover of their like school magazine just to show how diverse the school is, but like it was just me and my friend group at the time. But I thought that was just something funny. But anyways, that was my history in high school. And then in college, I remember I had 2 friends left from high school, but they were not even in the same state as me anymore. So I was like kind of lonely. Like I would try to make friends in class and stuff, but it would be hard because it was weird trying to figure out if we're gonna be like friends, or are we just friends because we're in the same class and we can help each other out and stuff like that. So I found that I was constantly every semester having to make new friends, I guess, because once the semester ended, it would be dead. Like, they're not really the type of friends who would want to hang out, except for this one girl. We actually became friends, but other than her, I didn't have any physical friends just from high school that weren't even in the state, and then her. But even her, I wouldn't even say that we were like besties. We would FaceTime, we would laugh, we would see each other pretty often, but I don't know if we ever hit that level where it's like, okay, we're like really close. But still, I was very grateful for her. She was really sweet, she was really funny, and I liked her a lot. So college was kind of like, it was a learning curve for sure, because like I went from 8th grade to 12th grade, same group of people, and even before that, from literally pre-K to the other school I went to that ended in 8th grade, everyone was the same. Like, we go from one grade to the other, and it was very small because private schools, there's not that many kids. So that's just a little brief history of my turmoils. I wanted to talk about red flags in friendships, and if they sound personal, it's because they are. And each one of these, I have experienced a friend like this, and there are so many more red flags, but I just wanted to highlight a few. The first one I noticed is not the type of friend that I would like, is the friend that will only reach out if they need something. Like, you are the friend that they go to if they need to vent, or if they need someone to go to a party with. Just need you to provide some type of service for them, and that's just not it. I do not like friends like that. Like, I don't want to feel like I am at your hand and foot. You know, that also kind of goes with my next point of like friends that make you feel like the friendship is like one-sided. I remember in high school. So when I was going through the group of friends that were like excluding me from stuff, I tried to reach out to other people. There was enough people that I could be friends with. So there was this one girl in specific I'm thinking about, and I felt like we were good friends. Like, we would talk a lot, text, we would go to Barnes and Nobles after school, go to like puppy stores together, and I thought we were good. I remember on her birthday, I like got her a few birthday gifts and stuff, and I gave her like a whole balloon, and like at my school, like, you would do that, and then you would carry all these gifts around, and it's like, oh, happy birthday, like everyone knew it was your birthday. And so I did that for her. I gave her all these, like, I don't even remember what I got her. When it was my birthday, homegirl didn't even know it was my birthday. She was like, oh, it's your birthday? I don't think that gift giving is the only thing that was important in a friendship, but like, I also remember like one time she had a flat tire and he lived on the opposite side of the city from me, and I was like, do you need me to come get you? Do you need help or anything? But like, I can't name a single thing that she would go out of her way to help me with or want to further our friendship in, if that makes sense. Like, it was just very one-sided. Another red flag is making you feel like they are the main character in your life. If you watched my last video, which was the rating popular TikTok books, one of the pet peeves I had was when the supporting characters cared more about the main character's life than their own life. Everyone is the main character of their own life, but when friends make you feel like they are the main character also in your life, then that's just kind of weird. I have definitely come across a friend who is like that, like to the point where she would expect you to know every single tiny detail of her life that she probably told you 6 months ago, and she would expect you to remember that because it was so important to the both of us. It would just be, I don't know, it would be very weird. I could go a whole lot into that friendship, but maybe a different time. But I don't like feeling like they expect me to care more about their life than mine. And that's just being real. Especially too, because like they didn't give a damn really about your life, unless it's like the juicy bits. Yeah. That's my triggered face. Another one is making you feel bad for putting up boundaries in your relationships. So I've also had a friend who made me feel like I couldn't say no to things and I couldn't withhold personal information from them because best friends are supposed to tell each other everything. And that was just a bunch of bull to me. And I feel like you need to have boundaries in every relationship you have. And if someone says like, oh, but we're family, but we're best friends, you need to tell me everything, then they're just trying to manipulate you. And I see right through that. I do not want people in my life who aren't okay with people saying no. Another thing, and I don't know why, like when I'm thinking about this specific friendship, like this was something I didn't put together sooner. But if they are talking crap about people that they are friends with, not even talking crap about people they don't care about, but the people that they care about, the people that you see them hanging out with, the people that you see them like on Instagram with, the people that they would call their best friends, or even just a friend, if they're talking crap about them, stay far away from them. I had a friend who literally, she would talk so badly about her friend, like there are more of them, so badly about them. And for some reason I didn't even think like she wouldn't talk bad about me. Of course there was an instance that she told me what other people thought of me or something, and I'm like, they would only know that if you were talking crap about me. And of course she was. If they're talking crap about the people closest to them, and not even like constructive criticism type, like sometimes your friend will do crazy things and you are telling someone maybe in a like for advice or like how can I help my friend, and not even like let me just talk crap for the sake of talking crap, but like she would literally like talk crap about harmless stuff. And I'm trying not to be specific because let me just not, but like what's the point in that, you know? So they're talking crap about other people, don't think you're special because they're talking crap about you too. Period. And then the last one is maybe the least important, and it's just like if drama seems to follow them everywhere. And I say it kind of loosely because I don't know, there's a lot of reasons why there could be drama in someone's life. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are the main cause of it. But like if it's petty drama, if it's stuff where you can see a pattern about it and drama's just following them around, don't sweep it under the rug. It could be a sign. So keep that in mind. So lastly, I kind of want to talk about how to make friends once you're an adult, especially after college. It can be kind of difficult. So I'm just going to share some of my tips. And also if you're still in school and you don't have friends, I'm going to share some of the things I did when I was going through like my stuff in high school and in college and stuff. So in high school, like I said, I had a very cliquey group of friends, and I remember like one day I was kind of like, you know what, screw this, I am not gonna continue feeling invisible. I remember too, we read this one quote, I think it was in The Great Gatsby in school, and there was a quote about like feeling more alone when you're with other people than by yourself. I think what made me snap out of it, like with that group of friends, where I was like, I would rather be alone and have no friends than feel this lonely while I'm with a bunch of people who don't care about me. So I already knew that I was feeling very left out and stuff. So I was like, screw this, I'm not gonna try to be friends anymore. So I was really into art, and I loved art. I took AP art. I loved drawing and painting and stuff. So I just hung out more with the art kids, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel like I'm being excluded when I hang out with them. So I just kind of stuck with the art kids, and I guess I became an art kid, and it was nice. I made a lot of friends, and I had like some friends that were just like from different groups or cliques or whatever individually, and it was nice. So yeah, I would say don't be afraid of just letting go and being like, you know what, screw this, and just moving forward, because you have nothing to lose. If people are excluding you, then they don't like you anyways, and there's no point in staying. You know what I mean? So I kind of was like, you know what, no more crying to my mom, let me just move on. And I did. In college, like I said, it was hard with making friends because I didn't know if we're just class friends, and then when the semester ends, we're gonna never see each other again. So what I did was I joined a club, and that was the best decision of my life. Well, it was a really good decision for making friends, because when you're in a club, it doesn't matter if the semester ends or the year ends, you're always gonna see the same people and become close, and it doesn't matter if you're in the same class or not. So I met most of my friends from joining a club, and it could be whatever interest you're interested in. There's gonna be a club for you, depending I guess on what university you have. But like, don't be afraid to join clubs because they're really fun. And I remember I even became an officer in the club. I was helping calling the shots, and it was like really nice, and it makes you like closer, and they're my friends to this day. So yeah. The next thing, so I had a really bad falling out with one of my friends. I remember like it was around the pandemic, and I think this was before I joined my club, when I only had like those two friends that weren't even in the state anymore. And so I felt pretty lonely, and I was like, you know what? I can't even leave the house. Let me join Bumble BFF. And I did, and I literally met my best friend. She's so sweet. I love her so much. She's like my twin flame. I don't even know if I know what that means. I joined Bumble BFF, and that was honestly a great decision. I feel like if you are like, you know what, I have no idea where to start, just start with Bumble BFF, because it's people in your location. You can talk to other girls, and it's so nice. Like, I enjoy it. I feel like the only thing that I did not enjoy about it was that I had to text, and I hate texting. I'm a terrible texter. And me and my friend, we don't text. I mean, we text if there's a need, but like our primary mode of communication isn't text, which I love. And so just getting through the initial texting stage for me was hard, but like after that, we connected, we can talk in other ways, and it was fun. So download Bumble BFF if you haven't already. You really don't have anything to lose. Well, you have a lot to lose if you're like finding sketchy people, but like just be safe online and meet in a public place and stuff like that. Yeah, something that I noticed very early on is that like in school, you know, you kind of are just like surrounded by people your own age, so it's almost like you're forced to make friends. Once you're not in school anymore, it takes a lot of effort and you have to go out of your way to make friends, especially when you're an adult and you're not in college anymore. So yeah, and also it's interesting because once you're done, like you realize who you're actually friends with because you connect, and also who are your friends just by circumstance or by default because you were in the same grade, the same class, and stuff like that. So I have a lot more I could say about friends, but I'm just gonna end it right here because I can obviously make a part 2 at any time. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because don't be fake. Don't be a fake friend. Like, I thought we were friends, so don't do that. Don't be a hypocrite when I literally just gave all these red flags, and another red flag is like being fake and watching me but not subscribing. So subscribe. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment if you would like. I will see you guys later. Bye.